It's always with you when you get your day started. Show your support now by calling 344-7693, or you can pledge securely online, now that Matt's helped us out, by checking us out at www.kawc.org. Matt, we are loving the website. We are getting such great comments about that. You've done a wonderful job. Can you tell us a little bit about what went into creating that site for us?
I'm glad to hear it. I'm super proud of the website. I think it's top-notch. I think it represents you guys and represents our community well, which are things that are very important to me. It was a team effort all the way. I've got a great staff and a great team, and we work on every project together. All of us work together. So, Jason does a lot of my programming, and Josue is a great designer, and Jose is a great designer, and we all put our 100% effort into the site, and I think it shows.
Well, one of the things you mentioned right up front was something that I identified with. I mean, we bumped into last night at the chamber mixer, and something I shared with one of the people that we were chatting with is that you helped us identify a brand that is consistent with who we think we are in the image and are who we think we are in the community, and it is much more consistent with what we deliver. The way that you've laid it out so that people have access to the different programs that are of the most interest to them. They can find their way around. They can get those news updates. How does something like that work out? How do you arrange that?
There were two parts of that, and that was one of our goals that we really wanted to accomplish with the website, is for all the different programs, whether it was local or a national program, to have content and a presence on the website for all of that. With the national programs, NPR has a great system of RSS feeds, which is a way of automatically streaming content into the website, as well as specific, they call them NPR modules. And with those modules, what we put a bit of code into each of the pages, and let's say that you go to any of the programs, and you were to maybe it's Morning Edition as an example.
Sure.
If you were to go to the Morning Edition program page on your website, you would see the stories that are coming up, and you would see the stories that were recently covered, along with photographs, artwork, and links to more information.
Yeah.
Now, so that covers all of the programming on the national level.
Cool.
On the local level, we did a custom MP3 uploader, so that you guys can upload an MP3 of the program.
Well, that's the first time our listeners are going to be able to listen to modules like that in a podcast form, right? They're going to be able to pick up those MP3s.
It's not even a podcast, which would require iTunes and an iPod, but it's actually happening right on your website.
Okay.
You go to The Bridge as an example, and you want to hear MP3s of that program. You go to that page, their archive there, you just hit the play button and it starts streaming just that fast.
Access to the library immediately.
Yeah, it's right there on your website, and there's a headline and a summary, and it all comes together on the site. So it's really slick and interactive and easy to use.
Well, one of the first things that you were talking about is how the NPR and the national feeds are providing the local programming. I mean, what a great partnership! They're providing tools and resources to us that help us do a better job locally. It's that same type of partnership that we're looking for from our listeners. So check out the website, and you can pledge online at www.kawc.org, or call us at 344-7693 with your pledge of support.
This is Robert Siegel, host of All Things Considered from NPR News. Whether you're listening for in-depth news coverage, extraordinary jazz, or intelligent entertainment, you rely on KAWC. And because it's public radio, it's free. You don't need a special receiver. You don't have to pay a subscription fee. But just because you can listen for free doesn't mean that there aren't costs. KAWC pays for programs like Morning Edition, All Things Considered, and Car Talk, and there are expenses for utilities, for equipment, and for lots else to bring you the radio that you value. If you can afford to support KAWC during this membership drive, please do so. Help pay for some of the expenses and keep public radio free of charge for everyone in Yuma. Please call 344-7693. And thanks in advance for your support.
Thanks so much. Call us at 344-7693 or pledge securely online. Matt was mentioning to me that we keep mentioning that we'd like to have you give us your feedback. You can do that when you call with your pledge of support at 344-7693, but they can also do it online at www.kawc.org, right?
Yep, big orange on the homepage. It's right there, so you can't miss it. Another great feature on the website that I thought I would mention is, and can't take credit for the term, I love it though, putting the public back into public radio. And so anybody that wants to leave feedback about what they'd like to hear or have on the station can go to the website and leave that kind of public information or a notice.
That's a
great
great
feature.
feedback. Very cool. Well, give us that call, 344-7693. When you do, you might be able to share your gift to the community by picking up a day sponsorship. That's 8 announcements on the day of your choice. When you call 344-7693, one of our volunteers or one of the KAWC team will take your call. It'll take just about 2 minutes of your time. For $88.90, you'll get those 8 announcements on the day that you choose. Call us now at 344-7693.
And thank you, Matt and Jim. This is listener-supported KAWC Yuma Public Radio. We are a service of Arizona Western College. We expect mostly sunny skies for Yuma today, as usual, with a high near 81 degrees, a little bit of wind, gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low of 55, mostly sunny tomorrow with a high of 82, and over the weekend, upper 80s, it looks like. It's 8:31. This is KAWC. Don't forget to make your pledge at 344-7693.
NPR News in Washington, I'm Jean Cochran. President Obama is promising to cut back federal spending by $2 trillion in the long run. In the short run, though, he says it's going to run up the debt.
Having inherited a $1 trillion deficit that will take a long time for us to close, we need to focus on what we need to move the economy forward, not on what's nice to have.
And so he says hard choices lie ahead and there will be sacrifices made by all. The president is sending an outline of his 2010 budget proposal to Congress today. It predicts a $1.75 trillion deficit in the current year. The president says his budget blueprint will save by rolling back taxes for the wealthiest Americans. It also makes a $634 billion down payment on national health care over the next 10 years. New claims for unemployment benefits saw another spike last week, rising 36,000 to 667,000, the most since 1982.
A major abortion bill has cleared its first hurdle at the Arizona legislature. The House Health and Human Services Committee endorsed the Republican-sponsored bill on a 5-0 with Democratic opponents boycotting the hearing and not voting on the measure. The legislation would require a pre-abortion waiting period and mandatory disclosures to women seeking abortions. It also allows pharmacists and healthcare providers to refuse to participate in abortion or emergency contraception on moral grounds. Other provisions toughen the existing law on parental rights. Former Democratic Governor Janet Napolitano vetoed every anti-abortion bill that hit her desk. The new bill could find favor with new Republican Governor Jan Brewer, who has supported anti-abortion measures. We're looking for mostly sunny skies over Yuma today with a high near 81 degrees and a west-northwest wind at 6 to 11 miles per hour, gusting as high as 23 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 55 degrees. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high near 82. Looking ahead for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday will be mostly sunny with highs in the upper 80s. This is KAWC News. And you are tuned to listener-supported KAWC, a service of Arizona College. We are Yuma Public Radio, joined this morning by Jim and Matt. Matt, our intrepid web designer. It got launched this week, I have to tell you myself. It looks fantastic. I'm really happy with it.
Call us now at 344-7693, or join us online and check out Matt and his team's handiwork with MGM Design. That web address is www.kawc.org. Very easy to remember. But either way that you choose to make your contribution, we could use your help. We have $600 to go on this hour and just about 25 minutes to do it in. And that doesn't happen without your call of support at whatever level you can contribute. Call now at 344-7693 and make that contribution at the level that you think is consistent with how you use the station. What is it that you value about the station? Matt, you were sharing with me that you're a fan of the Bridge.
I am. Almost every day when I'm listening to that new music that's happening on that program, I'm just, oh wow, they're going to play this song in Yuma on this. I'm just always so
Cool
pleased by that. Yeah.
I was amazed yesterday. We had like Calexico followed by Sly and the Family Stone. You just don't hear that mix in most stations.
Right.
If you appreciate, in addition to the news, which you're listening to now, obviously, call us at 344-7693. We're going to be having maybe a couple of announcements during the Bridge, but we really won't be interrupting that programming. So here's your chance to contribute to the Bridge as well. Contribute to that uninterrupted music programming coming up in just a few minutes. Performance. Call us now at 344-7693. There's a lot of ways that we can show our support. At the $50 level, you've got a choice. You could get an appetizer and a dessert over at Mimi's Cafe with your contribution
Nice.
of $50. Call us 344-7693. Also at the $50 level, we have another one of those limited items. It is the Elvis Performance. It's March 13th. We have 2 pairs of tickets. We have 2 pairs. Each of those pairs are available when you contribute $50. Calling 344-7693. Says Elvis Performance. Impersonator, right? Elvis Tribute. Elvis Tribute.
No, it's really Elvis.
I've heard the rumors.
He's in Yuma.
Okay,
That's
just
where he's
wanted to
been.
make sure we knew.
I've seen him.
Yep. He's hanging out at Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's downtown.
Let me mention, too, that we have a lot of corporate sponsors, and year-round we get help from businesses and organizations that support public radio. Here's one of them now.
Funding for KAWC is provided by Pete Mitchell and McDonald's Restaurants of Yuma, with 5 locations. 3 of those restaurants at 16th Street at the freeway and inside Walmart on Pacific Avenue and the Walmart store on Avenue B.
344-7693. Thanks so much to Pete Mitchell and the McDonald's restaurants. They've been a great supporter. They helped us out with projects like the transmitter move and continue to be a great supporter. Thank you so much, Mr. Mitchell. Call us at 344-7693. Show your support as a listener, or if you'd like to learn more about underwriting, we can tell you more about that too. But right now, we're hoping that our listeners will give a call, 344-7693. We have a lot of ways that we can thank you, but we can't do so until you give us a call. Call us now at 344-7693.
And thank you so much for listening to and supporting Yuma Public Radio KAWC. We are a service of Arizona Western College. Yuma today should see mostly sunny skies, a high near 81 degrees. Windy conditions today, but we've seen that the last few weeks. Gusts as high as 23 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 55. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high near 82. And Saturday and Sunday, beautiful days. Mostly sunny, highs in the upper 80s. It should be a glorious weekend. It's 8:40. This is KAWC. Be sure to call in your pledge.
It's Morning Edition from NPR News.
Funding for KAWC is provided by YCAT, whose buses operate Monday through Saturday year-round except for major holidays. 7 bus routes serve the greater Yuma area, including San Luis, Welton, the Foothills, and Cocopah 5 reservations. Complete schedules at ycat.org.